In this video, we're going to learn how to run and analyse the profit and loss report, the difference between accrual and cash reports, how to customise a report and save it as a template, and how to run it by tracking categories. The profit and loss report is the most popular report for a business owner, and rightly so, because assuming all transactions have been coded correctly, it will show the company's financial performance, detailing the income that has been received for the period and the expenses that have been incurred for the period, with the final position of either a profit or a loss. To run the profit and loss report, you go to Accounting, Reports, All Reports, Profit and Loss. The first thing you need to do is select the dates for the report, which defaults to the current month. To change this, I click the down arrow and can either choose common dates, or I can click into the calendars here to choose a date range. I'm going to choose last month, and then I click Update. And this is the report, broken down by income with a total line, direct costs with a total line, then a gross profit figure, which is total trading income minus total cost of sales. Then we have operating expenses with a total, and at the end, a line showing the net profit figure, which is the gross profit minus the total operating expenses. The chart of account code name is displayed down this side, and the balance for that code for the selected date range is displayed on this side. Note, codes with zero balances don't show. These figures are clickable and open up the account transactions report. Detailing all the transactions that are coded to that code and what makes up the displayed balance for the selected period. So you can drill down into the figures to see the transactions that they are made up of. Let's go back to the top. If I wanted to compare these figures to previous periods, I can do so here by clicking this down arrow. So I could, for example, choose to compare to last month by clicking one period and then click Update. And now we have the figures for March and February. I'll talk about this filter field later. Let's for now look at the Options meatball menu. You can choose to display the chart of account code as well as the name by clicking here. You can choose not to show decimals. You can also choose to display a column which shows the figures as a percentage of the total trading figure. So I tick the box and click Update. And there is the percentage of total income column. It should be noted that Xero's reports default to the accrual basis of accounting. This basically means that the figures in the report will be based on the transaction date, not the dates that cash is actually received or paid. For example, the figures in the sales code here are based on the date of the sales invoice. Not the date they were paid. If you want to see the report displayed according to when money was received and paid, you need to click the Options button, click the Cash Radio button, and then click Update. You'll see here it says that the report is on the cash basis. And the sales figure has reduced because it's only showing transactions when cash was received during the month. You can also customize the report to show more columns, rearrange and group account codes, and add comments or notes. To do this, we click the Edit Layout button here. And this opens up the Layout Editor screen. If you click on this column icon here, you can see the different types of columns that can be added to compare the report's figures to. For example, if you want to add a year-to-date column, you click Date, select Year-to-date, give the column a title, YTD, and there it is. If I want to rearrange the columns so that the previous month shows first, I can drag and drop to reposition like so. Let's have a look at how that displays by clicking this Done button. Customized reports can be saved as a template. To do this, we go down to the bottom and click Save As, Custom. Give it a name, then click Save. To access the custom template, you go to Accounting, Reports, Custom. You can then save this as a draft to make a new report with new dates which won't change the custom report. It is also possible to make custom reports the default layout for your profit and loss by clicking the meatball menu in the Custom tab and selecting Make Default. Let's go back to the filter box at the top of the report. In the Sales Invoices module, we looked at how to create tracking categories and options and how to apply them to transactions. Here, you can choose to run a report filtered by tracking options. So, for example, if I wanted to see all the figures for the North option, I can choose North, click Apply One Filter, and then click Update. The report will then only show line items of transactions coded to the North option. So running reports according to tracking can give you more granular detail on your departments or cost centres. To recap, we've looked at how to run the profit and loss report, how to drill down into the figures to see what transactions they contain, and how to run it on the cash basis. We've also learned how to customize it in two ways, using the Options button and using the Edit Layout button. We learned how to filter the report by tracking options if you have these set up. We also looked at how to save our customized report as a template to use later or to make as our default layout.